Guys, we got to talk about Palworld because things are looking up as time goes on more and more and more. Palworld Online MMO announced and releases in less than 4 months. The next entry in the Palworld universe is already set to release before the end of 2026. Now, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me every single day, 9 p.m. over on the main channel, where you can catch me live every single day, 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see every single one of you there. Now back to the main video. Guys, a couple of things that I want to go over. Number one, I'm currently involved in the Palworld TCG. I've already opened up 2 booster boxes. I'm uploading it to my TCG channel. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. If you want that content, it's called Hypnotic TCG. I would love to see you there. But after that shameless plug, I think the cards are overall very well done for the most part. They do feel a little bit cheaper compared to like Bandai cards, for example. Like, cause I also collect Gundam, and comparing the 2 cards, the Palworld cards just are slightly bigger, but they don't feel as high quality. Not that they're low quality, but it's more like slightly above mid tier. I guess you could say that it's moving towards that high tier, but again, it could also be Bushiroad. I haven't, collected Bushiroad cards before, so I don't know if that's just how they feel. It might be, who knows? But ultimately, I do feel the Gundam cards are definitely a little bit better. With that being said, the artwork looks really good. Overall, I think they did a fantastic job with the design of the cards and the alt cards, the alt rares. It's all very well put together. Not only that, it usually is more affordable, but the problem with that is that with the scalpers, not so much anymore, at least for right now anyway. So with all that being said, obviously you guys know I played the game. I have almost like 100 hours in the game so far. I've taken a little bit of a break because we have a lot of releases to go through right now, but it's one of those games you can just pick up and play at any point. Love the game. I can't imagine how much more I can praise Palworld for as good as it is. But they are coming out, and this is what I've said before. Palworld, if they really are going to take it to the next level, they need to go past their niches, which I already knew they were doing. Once they released the TCG game, I already knew this was not the end, right? They were going to go further and further beyond. Super Saiyan 3, further and further beyond. They were going to keep going and keep going. And so this MMORPG, this is going to be on the phone, okay? It's going to be a mobile game. They are releasing a card game, apparently, which I didn't even know they were working on. I had no idea they were working on a card game until I literally looked it up the other day and found it. I was like, okay, we got to talk about this. So we're going to go over the card game as well because it's pretty interesting. I mean, overall, they're really killing it. Let me show you really quick here. So I saw this post from Palify, okay? Palify, Palworld official card game, playtest, collect, build decks, scan cards, price checker, right? iOS and Android app soon. I checked this out. It says first sneak peek at our PvP online game engine for Palworld. Works cross-platform, mobile, desktop. Team is working hard to get this out to you ASAP. If you would like early access to this and the Palify app, comment and repost. We're still working on a few mechanics, but are super excited so far. Ranked tournaments, ELO, all included. Best part is that it's free, which means it's going to have a ton of micros. But anyway, we are looking for community artists to design playmats and animations. We could also pay you in packs. And if you look at this, it showcases how the cards will look. Now, these are how the cards actually look in real life. They're direct scans. It looks pretty much identical for the most part. And you got your own playmats. It looks like Hearthstone. It looks like Hearthstone basically, but for Palworld, which is not a bad thing. So, I mean, Palworld is infesting everything. And I think people are really underestimating just how far this franchise is going to go. Because what I've always said is that Palworld needs to get into the normie style games. Even though Palworld is amazing right now and it has over 30 million copies sold with over 40 million players total, if you can include Game Pass and all that, even though it's one of the most successful video games of all time, it still has barely scratched the surface. it needs to get to the point where it releases like, a standard RPG style game, and also releases a card game. A card game would be good in terms of like an actual virtual card game, which is exactly what they're doing. And then have a physical lineup that runs alongside the virtual card game as well. All of that together, honestly, it's great. It's really coming together, and it shows that this is the rare example of what happens when somebody who had no money suddenly gets money and does everything right with it, which is very rare, right? It's very, very rare where you see a company get all this money that they don't even know what to do with. That's what they said. They don't know what to do with all the money they have. And they take it and they invest it in ways to try to better their brand and give people more opportunities to play different kinds of games and whatnot. It's all really, really well done. And I'm excited for that, to be honest with you. Not only that, guys, overall, this MMORPG that they're talking about when it comes to Palworld, now it's on the phone, and again, I don't necessarily like phone MMORPGs, but regardless, let's go over it a little bit. Garita, the Singapore-based developer and publisher behind Free Fire, has just announced Palworld Online, a reimagined MMO version of Palworld development collaboration with Pocket Pair that will bring the essence of the PC title to Android and iOS later this year. So it's going to be an open, consistent world. It's going to have the supposed essence of the regular game, but it's going to be like I guess a normified MMORPG version of it that is going to reach out to so many people. Because think about it, a free-to-play MMORPG Palworld game, do you know how many people are going to play this game? I understand you and me may not play phone games. I don't really like phone games like that. But you guys got to understand the level of reach that this is going to have is going to be astronomical. It really is. Because think about it. If this game had 30 million paying customers on the PC platform, what do you think is going to happen on a free-to-play platform, mobile MMORPG? It is going to be nuts. There's going to be hundreds of millions of downloads, hundreds of millions of players playing this game and finding out about the Palworld franchise, resulting in everything else getting boosted because of it. If somebody ends up playing the free-to-play version on the phone, and they're like, I want to see what the real version's like, they'll go pick up the game. Or they'll say, you know what? Do they have cards? I'm into TCG. They'll find out about the TCG game. It really is crazy just how much reach this game is about to have. And all of this because one company decided that they didn't want to give you what you wanted. It honestly is amazing. As spotted by Gamatsu, the Palworld Online press release states that it will drop at some point within the next 4 months. However, based on somewhat vague description, paired with the fact that no promo images or trailers have been released yet, it's difficult to discern whether it's a completely new Palworld game or essentially a mobile port. I would say, considering how fast it's coming out, I would say it's probably more so a mobile port with some changes to make it more digestible for mobile players. That's what I honestly think is going to happen here. I don't think it's going to be a completely brand new game just because there's not enough time involved to make something like that. Like I think it's going to be definitely a digestible mobile port. For instance, the press release states that Palworld Online reimagines the depth, freedom, and scale of the original PC survival creature collecting title for mobile, which to me makes it sound an awful like this is a new game and not a mobile port. Yet the official quote from the Terry Zhao, president at Garita, also states that the developers are focused on preserving the depth, immersion, and freedom that define Palworld while thoughtfully optimizing the experience for mobile play. That definitely makes it sound like a port. 100%. Regardless whether it's a port or not, ultimately, this is more people discovering Palworld, which means that this franchise is about to hit the stratosphere. I really think that's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. If this port ends up even being remotely good, and I mean remotely good, anything close to what the original game is on PC and on consoles right now, this is going to be disgusting. So it's only a matter of time. So I look forward to seeing it. I definitely want to know more about the card game, the virtual card game. That I would love to play. I would love to play the virtual card game. And apparently, I think you can scan cards. If I'm not mistaken, I think they gave that detail where you could scan cards into the game itself, which is going to be really cool. So if that's the case, I look forward to that. But yeah, realistically, I can't wait. I cannot wait to check this out. So that's basically it for the Palworld news, guys. There's a lot of stuff coming out, boys. And I'm excited to see where this actually ends up going. And stop gooning over segment. It's nasty. What are you guys doing? Stop being a furry. All right, boys. Let's get the TTS going. And let's...